Well, hello my YouTube friend. Today it is my pleasure to present you this video that I would call an update video for sure of my Terzuola collection. Some pieces have left my collection, some have come for sure. Another one will leave, this one, but one thing is for sure, the passion will still stay and remain in my heart for good reason. I guess it's good reason. I explained them in my previous video, and probably I will talk a little bit more about them. So let's talk. Let's start. With the piece that we leave. This one I presented in my other video, and this one can also, make it to explain why Bob is relevant in this knife community and knife world. So, as I said, he came with the flipper action like a couple of years ago, no more than that. And look at that. I mean, he's literally made one of the smoothest, if not the smoothest knife in my collection. This is just absolutely incredible. Even if you just put a little action like that, look at that. And this is again, to me, that's beyond word. The detent is really, for a liner lock, look at that. I mean, of course, if you, you have to really make a strong motion to break this detent that is just impeccable. Really strong motion. But for a liner lock like that, it's one of the best ratio, smooth, and great detent. So this one will leave my collection. It's a great piece. Yeah, as I said about the fact that he's relevant, one of the pieces that is missing here is the low profile flipper tab. So he came with I talked about that in the previous video, so I'm not going to extend on this one. He made the ultimate flipper tab just a couple of years after starting making flipper. So this baby will move, one of the best grind, actually one of the neatest grind, but luckily I got another one. So I'm lucky to share my pieces to my collection and get others from great friend of mine. So the new one that came. Let's start with this one because this one is leaving, because this one is entering. Actually, this is really consistent. I'm leaving one flipper with a Persian style to get another one. So this is the new one in town. So what we got here is something that I crave to have from Bob, which is more traditional material like ebony that we have here, and zirconium also. I like how it works, the zirconium. Look at that. I mean, it's I don't know, it's a matte finish. I would call it a matte finish. Very nice finish because, if you put your finger on it, you see it won't, like the satin finish that you get on other zirconium, you won't leave the traces of your finger, and that's really fine for me because I hate to see traces of fingerprints on my bolsters or whatever. It's really annoying. So with this one, that's really a tactical feature that I really love. Silver sterling inlay, as I love them to be, because for me, having the possibility to get 3 material like that with a flush junction, and what different material? Wood, like ebony, silver sterling, and zirconium with this finish. That's just fantastic, my friend. Fantastic. Just love it. Now, what is to say about this clip? Look at that. 3D clip with this shape that is just absolutely insane. I have never seen Bob doing this kind of shape, and I think it's quite unique of he to do that. Now look at that. This is something that I will need to ask Bob. You have a zirconium clip here, and it has this dual tone finish. Here you see it's satin finish, and here it's black. That is just insanity. But that's just not only here. He made it happen here also on the backspacer. Look how neat that is. The dual tone finish on the backspacer. And you have here the reminiscence of the dual tone here with the satin and the zirconium and the zirconium here on the clip. This is just insanity. So I said that, yeah, I came and I left this Persian to get this Persian. So man, I love those two. I think this one is just a little bit more neat in the line because it doesn't have the the jimping. So of course the jimping gives you some grip, but it's breaking, to me, it's breaking a little bit the fine line. Let me try to put those two together like that. You see, this one is really neat. It has this recurve shape here and this, I mean, this is just simply poetry, this one. This one is more straight, I would say. You see, it's still Persian, but it's more straight. But it has some other feature that I like. So it doesn't have a tiny bit of a recurve, but you can, you know, when you have those two together, you see what I mean. This one has really this elongated line that is really neat, and this one is more straight of a Persian. But this has some other feature on the grind that I absolutely adore about Bob, which is the triple hollow grind. So you have here the swedge, you have the flat, and this is something that I love, the flat that doesn't stop here like for this one. Look at that. This one, on the triple hollow grind, you see the flat stops here, and you have mainly on the you have mainly the three grind, 1, 2, 3, boom. The flats stop here. What I love about this one and also this one that we're going to talk is that you have not only the three bevels here, but you have also the flat. Here the flat stops a little bit too early for me to appreciate here. So you have 1, 2, 3 and a groove, and here you have 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Bevel, flat, bevel, bevel. Triple bevel, and a flat grind that goes all along, for, of course, with the groove here. And that, for me, is a feature that I adore, that you can find also on the Meteorite. Okay, so one here, and you see that the swedge is going slightly yeah, it's a really long swedge here with a kind of harpoon. So swedge, flat, hollow, hollow. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is just insanity. That is just a work of art for me. Give me some makers, a lot of makers that could do something like that. I'm yet to find them, and to find, you know, maker that will bring so much passion in my heart when I look at those grind. So yeah, as I said, some great material, absolutely well assembled, this extreme quality and variety on the grind. The action, as always, as you can expect, you know, I love his big liner like that. You know, the engagement is secured like 40 to 50%. Very nice, no stickness whatsoever. The action is fantastic. The detent and centering on this one, I had to play a little bit with it. It's a less good, I would say, than this one, but it's still, you know, good. And the action is, as you can see, absolutely perfect again for a flipper. When I say, yeah, it's smooth at the other one, but you see, yeah, you see that. It's lacking just a tad of the detent compared to this one, but yet, look at that. Man, what a smooth knife. And again, the detent is way more sufficient for a flipper like that. Way more sufficient. Now, I'm always erratic, I'm sorry. Another new one is the Meteorite, and after that we're going to talk about this one. The Meteorite is just insanity now. This is a carcass of a stock, livestock. I don't know what animal died to make this perfect scale. I'd have to ask Bob, but this is something, this is what is important on this one. This is Meteorite, my friend. This has come directly to the sky and has crushed the surface of the planet Earth to finish on my knife. And that is something that, to me, is definitely blowing my mind. Here you have a very delicate, look how delicate it is. You have a gold inlay between the Meteorite and the carcass here. So that is just insane. And it's also flush. You cannot even tell that there is something in between. So, man, this is simply poetry. I wanted you to see that because it's just fantastic. And what is to say about this bold backspacer with the zombie pike? This is made to kill zombies. That's just absolutely insane. This knife is a masterpiece. Now, man, Bob, if you look at my video, just tell me if it's Meteorite. I would say more likely that's Damascus on the on the thumb disc, but no one told me that the thumb disc was anything else than metal. So I saw that when I received the knife yesterday. I would say it's more of a Damascus, but it could be, meteorite. But the pattern let me think that it's more Damascus. So yeah, I talked about the blade shape on this one with a triple hollow grind and a very long flat. I am just beyond amazed and yeah, it's mesmerizing. This knife is simply mesmerizing. Just a great knife to get. Another Eagle Rock in my collection. Look at that. The action is phenomenal, as you can expect. Perfect centering, perfect contouring here. Natural contouring. That's a natural contouring here. But how excellent is that? And look at that. Here you have, like the raw finish. And here, look at that. It's polished. I don't know how he got that finish. That's just insanity. I want to talk a little bit before the 15 minutes arrive about this one. This is the CT3 collaboration with Gustavo Cecchini. Yeah, I need 4 minutes at least to talk about this one. This one has a contouring like you cannot even imagine. Look at this ebony here. Contoured here, contoured here, contoured here, contoured here. Here you have a big silver sterling inlay. Again, flush junction. Here it's zirconium, but look at that. You have the satin, which gives the fingerprints, what that I don't like. But if you just wipe it out, you will have the contrast between the satin here and the bead blast finish on the zirconium. And again, the contouring everywhere. Look at the chamfer here. It's contoured absolutely everywhere. This one has made only 7. They have made only 7 of this collaboration. Again, look at the contouring. When I turn the knife, please check the contouring on this handle. It's just beyond awesome. So they made only 7. This one is definitely the higher hand of the 7-1. Look at this clip. Satin here, bead blast. Look at the contrast that you have here. That's just absolute poetry to me. So this is the collaboration with Gustavo. He used the retractable flipper tab that is just beyond fantastic. So how it works, it's a, 2-step operation. So this is, you engage it like that. And then after that, you flip the blade and you find it here. Okay. So you won't see the flipper tab here. It's totally flush here. You will see it here. Okay, I cannot move it because of the liner lock and one hand, but that's just a fantastic idea. So the action, look at that. For the humongous blade like that, it's just phenomenal. Look at the tolerance that you have here. Absolutely no place to stay. And I told you that there is a 2-step operation, but believe me, it works perfectly fine. The action is splendid. It works as a flipper, and I got it literally this morning, and I wanted to make the video before sending the knife here as a tribute video, to have my full collection at one point like that. But I literally have it this morning and never used that kind of feature. But look at that. You don't need much time to get used to it. No time at all, actually. It's really natural. You put if you use the flipper, you just put your finger here and you let your body go and the blade will follow. That is just beyond amazing. Now, look at this grind. This grind is really phenomenal. Here, you have a big flat. It's phenomenal compared to what he usually do, and nothing really crazy. But here you have a big flat with the very nice satin. I talked of the satin finish that he does. That is just fantastic. And here you have something that maybe I will not be able to show you. A big hollow here, and a big, not a big hollow. It starts from here, from the spine up until the edge. So that's a phenomenal and humongous hollow, because this is really a wide part of the blade here. And here you have this bead blast finish to contrast on the swedge also, to contrast with the satin finish. So my friend, we are heading to the 15 minutes. That was a last video I wanted to make to have this collection, this current collection, before this piece move. It was a pleasure to do it, and I hope that you enjoyed it and you will get to love and to comprehend and understand my passion for this great man who is Mr. Bob Terzuola. And on those words, my friend, I will catch you very soon for another video. That one was also a big pleasure to make, as all the others. Bye-bye, my friends.